Tully and Kate are back in Firefly Lane Season 2 on Netflix. Let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below for more up and coming content. What could possibly have ended the tight-knit 30-year friendship of Tully and Kate, our Firefly Lane Girls Forever? We'll learn the answers this season, but first, Kate grapples with the painful aftermath of Johnny's ill-fated trip to Iraq, while Tully faces a lawsuit after walking away from her talk show and must start her career over from the bottom. So Firefly Lane is broken up into two parts. The first part is now released on Netflix, the second part coming sometime next year. I thought the first season was pretty good, over dramatic at times, and I felt it was way too long. The second season, part 1, is 9 episodes. Each episode's about 50 minutes long. And I still think it is way too long. I still think it is over dramatic at times. I want to know what had happened between Tully and Kate that led to their friendship ending, since they have been friends for 30 years. That is teased every single episode. At the end, we get a specific moment that is starting to kind of piece together till the end of the 7th episode, I believe. It's all teasing something drastic and obviously dramatic and very important to both Kate and Tully. So each episode is a big tease to the next episode, and it does keep your interest, because at the end of each episode, I'm thinking, what's going to happen next? What's this big moment? We're just getting these little parts to it, and then it just is kind of building on top of each other. You do get your answers, what had happened between the two within here, and I thought they handled it very nicely, and it was a big moment for both of them. But this season does feel more rounded out. We get a lot of why Kate and Tully are such great friends, but we also have more of Kate and Johnny as well, and their relationship from when they were younger up until the current timeline for the show, since it does bounce around so much. We'll get to that in a few moments, but I like that it did focus on Kate and Tully as well, because at the end of that first season, and there is some important personal moments for Johnny in here with the ill-fated trip to Iraq and something that had happened to him. There are things that he is struggling with, and we get to really understand Johnny as a character, him being a father and a husband, going through all of that, what is on his mind. The show really dives deep into Johnny as a character and makes him a more rounded out character. A lot of development throughout these 9 episodes. We also get a lot of Cloud as well, Tully's mother, and her relationship with her daughter. There's some ups, there's some downs with it all, but I think that they do a nice job exploring that relationship between the two and why it's toxic at times, but also there is some heartwarming moments along the way. So the 9 episodes, they really utilize the time for the characters and their development. It does bounce around a lot. When they were in middle school, when they were first working at this news station, current timeline as well, going through a divorce and this lawsuit as well. The scenes just bounce back and forth so much. Sometimes there's scenes for just a few seconds, sometimes it's for like 20 minutes or so, but they just bounce around quite often, and it really takes you out of certain scenes, because certain scenes feel very important to these characters, especially when they were younger, but they do feel so brief that you just don't feel that impact from certain scenes. It's like they could have cut certain scenes out, and I think it would have been just fine, and still added to these moments between Tully and Kate, because every scene has to have kind of like a similarity, if it's when they were younger or when they were in their 20s or when they were in their 30s, whatever age they are. Each scene feels like it's playing off of another scene and is supposed to kind of have this connection, and they have to do it for each timeline, and at times it feels not as important as other timelines and a little unnecessary at times. So that pacing and the different scenes that we do get, it's just all over the place, and it explores the relationships between Tully and Kate and Johnny in here as well, and Cloud the mother and other characters that are involved within this show. We see a lot of firsts in here as well. In the 80s, we see Johnny and Kate first fall in love, creating more than a little drama in the newsroom where they work. Tully's career is starting to go on a rise. Also in the 70s as well, Kate getting her first kiss, and Tully struggling with her mother going to jail for dealing drugs. There is some heartbreaking moments in here that pertain to, more specifically, Tully and her past relationship with her mother. There is some sweet moments along the way, but there's a certain arc in here that covers Tully's past and what she's looking for, and I think that added to some of the most emotional moments within the series. So it did feel very personal. A lot of people could easily relate to some of these scenes. But overall, Firefly Lane Season 2 showed why Tully and Kate have such a great friendship, and it has stood the test of time. Katherine Heigl and Sarah Chalk have really great chemistry in here. You see that genuine friendship that they have, probably off screen as well. It's easy for them to have these dramatic scenes or just kind of have fun as well. You feel that energy that both of them have on screen with these 9 episodes. It did take some time to get through. I felt myself kind of being bored with certain scenes, like they just felt a little unnecessary. But when it did hit, there were some emotional moments for these characters and exploring these arcs and the past timelines and how they are helping these current timelines and playing off of each other. It's a little too much at times, but at times it is pretty solid. So before I give you my score for Firefly Lane Season 2 Part 1, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give Firefly Lane Season 2 Part 1 a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for the newest season of Firefly Lane on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just So Much As Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.